Did you know there are 365 million people worldwide that have sweaty palms? That's basically the population of the USA. Hi, I'm Jason, the GM of Premium Care, and we're going to discuss sweaty palms today. If you like this sort of content and want to stay tuned for more, please subscribe and hit that bell. Now, hyperhidrosis, as it's called in the medical field, is a pretty common disorder that can affect other areas of the body, not just your palms. Studies have found that 1% of Singapore's population are affected by this condition. So what is a sweaty palm? It's a physical condition with excessive and uncontrollable hand sweating that's not always related to heat, exercise, feeling anxious or stressed. The problem commonly starts during childhood or adolescence, and it's a lifelong condition. What causes sweaty palms? Sweating is a mechanism for our body to cool itself. Our nervous system triggers sweat glands when the body temperatures rise or when you're feeling nervous. Now, what happens when faulty nerve signals trigger these sweat glands to become overreactive? That overreaction of the sweat glands creates excessive and uncontrollable sweating. This condition might not be isolated, as it might be linked to other conditions. Some of these include diabetes, menopause, thyroid problems, infections, or some types of cancer, so it's always best to see a doctor for proper diagnosis. How do sweaty palms affect your life? It may not seem like a big deal, but for those with sweaty palms, they know what I'm talking about. Because for individuals with sweaty palms, it can impact their social life, education, and even their career. Yeah, they may have difficulty handling paper, pens, tools, and electronic equipment. And sweat-soaked clothes can be very embarrassing. And as an Angmo living in Singapore, I know firsthand what that feels like. Not good. Some might even avoid handshakes because of their dripping hands. People who sweat a lot are also more prone to skin infections. So sweaty palms can be stressful and confidence-wrecking. But the good news is that there's treatment available for people with this condition. So when do I need to see a doctor for sweaty palms? I would say if it's disrupted your daily routine, if you sweat more than usual, you experience night sweats for no apparent reason, but more importantly, if you start to feel emotional distress or social withdrawal, you can definitely consider seeing a doctor to explore your treatment options that will improve your quality of life. So what are the treatment options for sweaty palms? Now, it's important to remember that there are levels to treating this condition. Most people choose antiperspirants as their first line of defense. I mean, you can get this over the counter or even prescribed by your doctor. Another option is to get Botox injections. Now, the effects of these injections usually last about 6 months or so. Oral medication or electromagnetic therapy are some other treatments that might be leveraged. But if these less invasive treatments are insufficient, the doctor may recommend endoscopic thoracic sympathectomy or video-assisted thoracoscopic sympathectomy. This is usually done as a last resort because it is an invasive procedure. But the good news again is that it's minimally invasive, meaning not so scary. And it provides a permanent solution to severely sweaty palms. It's basically a keyhole procedure to cut or clip the sympathetic nerve that sends signals to the sweat glands in the hand. Any surgical procedure comes with some degree of risk, and there are a few adverse effects that might occur, such as compensatory sweating of the legs and the trunk. So we do suggest that you speak with a professional doctor for more details on this. And if you need help arranging an appointment, you know who to call. Is this surgery insurance claimable? As we like to say, it depends. No two medical cases are the same. It depends on your insurance policy, on the doctor's diagnosis, and of course, your own medical history. But based on our experience, sweaty palms is considered a medical condition. So typically, it is claimable. But once again, it depends. So if sweaty palms have been the bane of your existence, the cloud over your head, the wet blanket that smothers all your happiness, and if you'd like to improve your quality of life, let us know, and we'll explore your options with you. We're here to help, because at Premium Care, your health matters. 健康优先，幸福实现。
you.